Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to A Place in Space. It's Tuesday. There's some whoppers out today, so let's dive right in. There's some bangers coming very shortly. Kicking off with a little playful one. You got Alligator Loki. I personally really do like it when Marvel just cut loose and have some fun. I know a lot of their books are somewhat more playful, but they recently introduced Jeff the Land Shark. He's coming back for his Jeff-verse title. But Alligator Loki is an absolute triumph of just him being a mischievous reptilian, a little anthology piece, almost wordless, in some of the most beautifully illustrated pages Marvel have put their pens to paper for recently. That is a lot of fun, and I think in the world of today, people need a lot more fun. I enjoy. Thank you. Adventures Incorporated is brought to you by Al Ewing. This is very different. This is a much more serious, almost Brubakerian criminal style take on Avengers. Lots more crime noir going on in this one. Very cool. All right. Going to move over super quickly to one of the biggest facsimile issues of all time, and that is not hyperbole. Back in the early hours and early years and days of 1940, little issue came out called Batman 1. Turned out to be a bit of a hit. Bob Kane, Bill Finger weaved their magic in this one. This is an early facsimile. I say it for the benefit of new readers and joiners every single time. If you don't know what a facsimile is, it reprints these early issues as faithfully and as exactly, almost the paper stock is identical to how they would have been done at the time. The original page layouts, the original adverts, everything is done as authentically as possible, and it's gorgeous to behold because these and their original prints are obviously millions and unobtainable, and when they do come up they're nearly museum pieces. That is lovely. They've been doing quite a few different versions of facsimile pieces, which is a little bit odd because I hear you maybe mentally say, aren't they meant to be as authentic as possible? Yes, they are. Some of the editions of facsimiles are almost celebrationary. So you've got like a gold foil, for example, if you wanted to give it that little bit more razzmatazz. Great. This one, Andy's just kindly pointed out for me, this is the blank variant. It's got a little protective piece of blank on top. But if you wanted to take that to get sketched on it to show, you can, and underneath it, of course, you get your original cover as well. Very cool. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it now, which I'm really in improvement of. Sorry. Okay, probably one of the biggest DC Black Label launches for me in a couple of years. I mean, way back when they announced the line with the Batman Damned, for me, it lost its way a little bit and it's periodically revived itself. But for me, this is the core of what DC Black Label is about. Raphael Grandpa just being allowed to absolutely unleash, do whatever he wants. And it's very, very clear from the campaign that DC have put behind this book, from videos on YouTube to Jim Lee throwing his weight behind it to Raphael Grandpa being allowed to do his thing. And that is so essential. If you don't know who Grandpa is, he's a bloody lunatic. He doesn't do much. When he does, it's absolutely his vision. It's violent as hell. And it has to be very unfiltered. He doesn't just do random stuff. He does something he can put his heart and soul behind. And it was very abundantly clear from 2 or 3 pages in, this book is nauseatingly gritty. I felt dirty reading page 3. Okay, that's actually a weird pun. But yeah, it literally was page 3 and I was like, oh, it's got the filth of Gotham stamped all over it. If you don't know or haven't read the spoilers yet or anything like that, don't worry, this isn't a spoiler. The rough premise of the book is Batman has decided to kill off the ego of Bruce Wayne completely. The character, shall we say, of Bruce Wayne is fading away. He wants to kill him off, and Batman just wants to wear the cowl properly, full-time going forward. Chaos ensues. It's going to be a 4-parter. If you've got a gap in your reading pile, you weren't already going to check this one out, I thoroughly recommend it. Now, I do want to show you some interior pages, so if you're worried about spoilers, look away. The reason I'm going on about so long about this book is because Raphael Grandpa is an artistic bloody G. He is epic. The book is coloured. They have also released a noir edition, which I don't normally go on about this in these type of videos, but I would actually recommend picking up or at least examining both. Because in Raphael Grandpa's pure black and white colours, and it's got red colour splashes in as well when there's ever anything bloody going on down, like so. This will be a spoiler, folks. His art is to die for. About as lush as a project as I've ever seen coming out the pages of DC recently. Lovely stuff. Okay, back to the indies. Creepshow returns to its volume 2. This was beyond the smash hit when it came out. We sold out multiple times, multiple printings. If you want yourself some cheesecake early horror in the days of EC, nailed it. Absolutely awesome. That's brought to you from Image. Marvel time. Saladin Ahmed is absolutely having his week. He's taking over from Chip Zdarsky on Daredevil. Matt Murdock is in beyond safe hands at this point. The title is in thunderous form. That's very cool. Big, weighty first issue for his run on the title as well. And also, Saladin Ahmed is also bringing out Spine-Tingling Spider-Man this week, which is a whopping issue, absolutely huge. One Ferreira, or how do you say that? Fiorera? Apologies if I butchered that, is on artwork. Now this is notionally a horror title, and I can bloody believe it. This guy first made his debut on a Dark Horse horror title called Colder, and it was super grim. So couple that with good old Peter Parker. I'm very much excited to see what those two come out with. That's very cool. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi also chimes in this week. That's adapting the recent TV show. And back to Marvel just super quickly for 4 covers of the week. You got Werewolf by Night. Elsa Bloodstone doing her thing, very much joining the League of Monster Hunters one more time. Marvel horror season's nearly upon us. October is nearly here, people, so let's do that. And a few quick covers of the week, and I think we're golden, folks. That is, I've bloody forgotten. I think that is Ejikure. Either way, just really liked it. Just a nice, simple, bold Daredevil cover, but that really did make me smile this week. Batman and Robin also launched this week. I didn't have the time to talk about it today, but that is also out. And also, Mr. Art Germ has debuted that for his alternate cover. Lovely. They've also foiled it out as well if you wanted to go the whole hog. That's also out. But Bjorn Barons is also in this week's conversation because he's done that for Ghost Rider, which is beyond delicious. Bjorn Barons, your style is to die for, sir. Take a bow. Going to go back to Gargoyle of Gotham though for Raphael Grandpa. Frank Miller has been doing a lot of covers recently. That really stuck with me this week. I loved it. I love the colour palette. I think that is delivered by Jock. But Frank Miller is doing what only he can in his style, which for me on that issue really worked. That is it for me for this week, folks. Much love to you all. If you can, please do like, comment, share and subscribe if you can. It always does help us out. We will see you in a What Not Show very soon indeed. And much love.